Okay, I'm here. I cannot believe I was late. I was completely ready, totally like set. Jackie and I got to talking about clients and scheduling and appointments and next week and I got caught up and she's like, "Do you need a live stream?" And I'm like, "Yes, it's late." So I ran to do this. Hey Melanie. Yes, I remember Melanie Martinez 100%. And Amaya, good to see you. Hey Tom. Why did I read that? I don't know why I read that. Thank you for being here. Heather V, good to see you. Purple Lady, happy Friday. The weather is perfect here. I did our first fire in our fireplace of the season. You got to realize in Texas, we take any opportunity we can for a cold spell. And the cold spell was last night with it being about 50 degrees. Rode my e-bike to work yesterday. I don't even know if I said that. I live streamed yesterday, right? I can't remember if I said that. I did live stream. So, y'all like the title today? Is it worth it? Scotty, yes, it's worth it if you stick to the golden rule. If you don't, click with a counselor, a couple sessions, ask for a new one, 100%. If it doesn't work, and that doesn't mean you just don't like them, like sometimes they're tough on you and you need that. You want to know if they click with your personality, yes. Because our best couples therapist Jill and I ever had, I did not click with her at first. She was tough. She wouldn't let me buy with anything, but I realized it's because she's calling me on my BS. She's not letting me sweet talk her, schmooze her, or just avoid things. She was confronting me. And then I realized I really like her. But the thing that did it for me was the second piece I want you to look at is, do they know how to chart a course of action for you to have your life change? Do they know how to treatment plan? Treatment planning is like the Google Maps. You're here, you want to go here. There's 3 routes Google Maps will give you or whatever. Pick the one you want. Do you want the fastest? Do you want the safest? Do you want the one without tolls? I'm going to chart a course for you. And if you don't have a therapist that can chart a course and they're just sitting there with you week after week listening, that's not going to help. 49 right now, high of 69. High today is going to be 80 something here. It's already getting back up. By next week in Houston, it's going to be 90 again. That's what we do. But I lit a fire last night. It was amazing. It was popping and crackling, and we sat by it, and it just burned the wood perfectly. Last year I had some wet wood that did not work good. Now it's all dried out. Cold in Florida. That's amazing, Amaya. This is cold in Florida. 53. I love to hear y'all's temperatures. 53 where David is. Hey, David. Good to see you. Tom the Sweet. You're so funny, David. Y'all know I've told that story. I went through like 5 female therapists before Jill said, Tom, quit going to these females. Because you sweet talk them, you're sweet, you're kind, you're funny, you're nice, and they don't ever confront you on anything. That's why you're not getting better. That's why life's not changing. So I found a male and he kicked my butt, which was amazing in a good way. Like he really called me on my BS, and it was the best therapy I've ever had. Weekend Keegan. Peace. I think Nick and I are going to the Rod Wave show in Houston, by the way. Rod Wave. October 31st. Halloween. I feel kind of bad leaving Jill on Halloween. She did not want to go to the show, but she could have. Should I tell my therapist how I am insecure about my body? 100%, Melanie. I talk to young females all the time and adult females that are insecure about their bodies and what the image piece is, because it's important to know. One of my biggest roles with the young adolescent, because I've worked with people as young as 2 years old, the adolescent and teenage females, is my piece is almost a fatherly guidance with a professional perspective on talking about things that you don't normally want to talk about. So people come into therapy, it's important to talk about life changes, hormones, your body, how you look versus how you feel, what you want, who you want to be and what you want to look like versus how you do. And if you're okay and secure versus insecure, it's important. You want to bring that up and you want to tell your therapist, like, I want to think differently about myself or I want to be different. Some people will say, I feel out of shape, or I feel like I'm not attractive in the way I want to be, and I want to take better care of myself. How do I do that? And we talk through that. So it can be super valuable. No female therapist for me. But I see a lot of women individually in my office, and most of them that I see want really direct, straightforward. They are more CEO type, heads of company type that want really direct confrontation. They can take that. Yep, good thing the hurricane wasn't bad. That's good. Only had male therapists. See, and that's Heather. I've had the same thing with females. I've had some that's like, if the energy of the therapist works, then do it. It's not exclusive, but sometimes it is better to have a female or a male, one of the two, for sure. Hope y'all are having a great Friday and a weekend. I don't know who's working this weekend. We are going to have a dinner/game night party. Not a dinner, really. It's honestly more a game night party at our house tomorrow for Halloween. Everybody's dressing up. And we made the final call. We're not going to go as Joe Biden and Kamala, the way Jill talked about. We are changing that and going as Burger King guy. I'm Burger King guy. If y'all haven't seen the Burger King guy, you need to go Google that, because I'm going to be the best image of that. And Jill's going to be Wendy from Wendy's. Quitting smoking. Love that. Therapy saved my life. I normally go with a female, just more comfortable. Yep, Samantha, there you go. Comfort is huge. You want to have comfort. You don't want to just have a therapist that is nice to you and friendly. That doesn't help. You want a therapist that can help push you in the best way possible to face the issues that are in front of you. Mrs. Potato Head. Yeah, that's so true, Amaya. I love that. That was good advice. Yeah, well, I got to go get a Wendy's cup so she can hold the Wendy's cup. How do you become a therapist in the U.S.? You go to school, college, graduate school for 2 or 3 years, and then you got to get supervised underneath a person for 2 to 3 years. Happy Friday. I think we're gonna have a blast. We have fun people to hang with. It's games, it's fun. We have pretty chill time. I appreciate people in small doses. I'm not an extrovert, so Jill calls me an extroverted introvert, meaning I am really introverted and like to be on my own and have my own space. But like this, when people see me say, "Man, you're not introverted. You're like an extrovert," it's because I present this way when I'm in front of groups of people, and I can have a good time when I'm with people. It'll just drain my battery. Stopping smoking's hard. It's hard. What's harder than stopping smoking? Is vaping? Is any other kind of substances that are harder to stop than smoking? Hey Nathan, good to see you. Hi Grandpa. Am I Grandpa? Like seriously? I wish I was a grandpa. Jill and I want to be grandparents. Come on, Nick and Tony. That'd be so fun. My allergies are killing me right now. Chewing tobacco. Trying to quit chewing tobacco is that hard? I didn't know that. It's okay, Flory. I'd like to be a grandpa. And I would say, well, my grandpa name is going to be Pops. And Jill's name is going to be Grams. Grams and Pops. I've already named it. I won't let the kids name that. Evelyn, good to see you. I splashed hot oil on Tom. Okay. Oh, it's on your phone. Do you think you have to learn to enjoy the newer generation's music, or do you feel pressure to react in a good way? No. I'll tell you if I don't like it or not, much more now than ever. But I think that I try to listen to appreciate whether it's something that's for me or not. And a lot of the new stuff can be. Banana smokes and she's 82. Gosh, my grandma died of smoking. Porn addiction. Yep, there you go. Yeah, that's something people don't talk about or think about much, just as hard as cigarettes. People never think much, but nicotine and porn are hell. Yep, caffeine too. Caffeine, you're right, caffeine. Look, we've listed so many different things. What about like ketamine or anything? Would that be something? Obviously, things like heroin, I guess. Excited for the party never ends. Yep, Rick, I'm excited. I think Nick's getting merged together for y'all to be able to buy if you want. Caffeine for Heather. For some reason, caffeine has not been as hard for me when I've stopped for months at a time. It hasn't been that big of a thing, but I've never smoked, so I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I tried when I was 7 and burnt out the cigarette on my parents' carpet. Daniel, hang in there, man. Hang in there. Quitting smoking marijuana. CDL. Yeah, you've got to have that. Very good, Heather. Rick's got a question. You know, I got a question too, Rick. There we go. Oops. As I sit here waiting for my first client at 9:30. Have a Rubik's Cube. And kids will come in and play with it, or teenagers will play with it. All kind of people will play with it. I've got this guy who can solve them in like a minute. You know, it's awesome. By the way, congratulations, Spotify. 6 months. Out of context, Crypt dropped an album and seems great. Definitely worth listening to. Keep up the great work, Tom. Appreciate you. Crypt dropped one. That's awesome. I really like Crypt. I need to go listen to that. I think we should go check that out, Nick. Can people get addicted to their medication? Yes, they can. Any advice for feeling hopeless? Confident in myself, but I feel hopeless. A lot of bad stuff happened to me lately. You want to measure the hopeless with the hopeful. So you always look at hopeless stuff. And with each hopeless thing, you want to see something that's hopeful. Like, give equal credit to the positive as well. Like, don't just let yourself think of negative things all the time and you're waiting for doom and gloom and things have been happening. What you say is, man, if I can weather the storm with this tough stuff that's been happening lately and just do the best I can to get through it, then I've got some really hopeful things coming. And when they do come, what do I think they're going to be? What are the things that I'm going to learn? Because you're going to persevere and you're going to get stronger from it. One of the kids came in and started peeling off without me like really seeing it. It was very secretive how he did this to try to make the Rubik's Cube solved. And so the person who solves them expertly said, well, that's going to mess it up because you have to have everything has to be able to fit in its spot. And he solved it as much as he could. Like, see, he's got all of these and almost all are solved except for like singles here or there. So my Rubik's Cube is ruined. So I have to go get another one and not let people peel things off. Don't peel off the Rubik's Cube, y'all. Do you know how some people hide their drugs? Some people hide their porn. I hide my miniature toys. Assuming you said porn. I don't know what P words would be there. Hide their private parts. 100-sided Rubik's Cube. This is 9 on a side. 100? You'd have to have tiny fingers to work that thing. Congratulations, Mel's Earthing. I thought it would say Earthling, but it didn't. Congratulations. 3 days clean is better than anything. Like, that is awesome. Congratulations, honestly. Day to time, man, day to time. Daniel, good to see you. Feeling the Lord's embrace. Man, you feel an embrace? You got it going on, man. You're only 10? What the heck is that, Mel's? Oh my heavens. I'm so confused. What is this man's profession? You know what I'm gonna do for you? None of? I'm gonna let you guess, okay? Not saying a word, letting you guess. Always gotta look at that. Let's see if none of can guess what I am. Child therapist, adolescent, teenager, adults, couples, whatever. It's just kind of when you do something almost 30 years, it just kind of becomes that. Quit smoking cigarettes after 18 years. Congratulations, Michael. That's a long time. Number one tip for keeping your marriage healthy, Tom? 2 steps to a super successful marriage. 1 is commitment. The second is flexibility. I always say that. Commitment and flexibility will help your marriage be better every single day. Don't have a give up in you. Don't act like you want to give up or quit. And flexibility doesn't mean compromise. Don't compromise because somebody's going to lose in a compromise. Flexibility means I'm going to look at both sides. And if my side is really important to me, I'm not just going to fight. I'm going to keep the conversation open and let's talk about it because I'm still not settled with it yet. But if I realize my wife really does need this, or it's really important to her, and I'm okay, I could have it either way, then I'm going to be flexible to that. The second thing you can do, ask yourself every single night before you go to bed, what's one thing I did to build my relationship up and make it better today? And what's one thing I did to tear my marriage or my relationship down and break it apart today? And that doesn't mean ruin it. I could have left the house today without saying goodbye to Jill because I was in a rush and I love her and I adore her, but she was back in the bedroom and I was up front. I didn't. We came together, but I could have done that. And that's one thing that would hurt my relationship, hurt my marriage, because I could have said goodbye. She's not offended by it. She's not upset by it, but I always am conscious of what am I doing that's building my marriage up and what am I doing that's tearing my marriage down. And it helps me be a better husband. Daniel, stop vaping. Too much flexibility is compromise, Janchi. That's what that is, which is bad. Trump or Harris? Y'all vote. Trump or Harris? Should we go back down that rabbit hole? How long have I been a therapist? 29 years, 5 months, 7 months. February will be 30 years I've been doing this. Jill's been doing it like 33. How about that? What can I say to someone who's too forgiving? Thank you. If somebody's too forgiving, man, I want those people around me. Of course, I might take advantage of it. Set boundaries, maybe. Fernando likes Trump. Drewski's in the house? Drewski! That's Rodwave's friend. Theo Vaughn's friend. Drewski, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Gosh, I gotta blow my nose. How'd Jill and I meet? In grad school. I was actually teaching her. Teacher-student action. I'm not going to tell that story here, though. Y'all are so funny. 9:22. I have 3 minutes, and then I got to go. 3 minutes. Drewski, say hi to Rodway for me, by the way. Really. I can't believe Drewski's in the house. Wonder if Rodway will pop in. Somebody say, hey, Rodway, we're coming to your show. Everybody stop smoking cigarettes. Just kidding. Oh, man. Wow. Amaya, what a story. I can't give advice to that. Can't give advice to that. It's too much. It's too much. Man, that is a name there. Gubjorg, Isabel, Dorothy. Need more Suicide Boys. 3's up. Right there. Love those guys. We do need more of them. 122 people in here. Like the dang stream, y'all. Look, there's 126 people in here and there's 18 likes. If y'all will do me a favor and make my self-esteem go up, because I'm about to start clients, I want to feel good with them. That thing should go up to 80 likes like in about 30 seconds. If everybody will just right now, for me, hit the like button, I want to see the number just skyrocket. It'll make my day, and I'll all of a sudden be so grateful to you and be thinking of you today while I'm seeing these clients, because some of my clients are tough. I appreciate that. Please just hit that button for me. Oh, y'all are the best. Stop begging. You know, it's very true. I tell myself all the time, what other people think about you is none of your business. I shouldn't worry about the likes, right? Maybe what I should say is everybody unlike. Here's the problem with that. The more people like, or the more people put comments in, the better. It's an easy, free way to help a channel be able to have the algorithm work. That's all it's for. Thanks, Drewski. That was awesome, Drewski. Let's fix that. Let's fix that, shall we? It's up to 35. I hope I have a productive day too. One more minute. One more minute. No. New Drew songs are out. New Drew's songs are out, y'all. I'm gonna go have an amazing day. I'm super happy. I'm excited. I'm energetic. Robbed of $300. No way. Traveling. Man. Toughest client. There's many, Janchi. Many clients. I can't even go there. We try really hard not to send bad juju that way, but thinking about the really horrible clients we've had at times. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd love to know, excuse me, how to pronounce that Icelandic name. That's pretty awesome that you're from Fernando's from Iceland? I want to go to Iceland. I want to go to Iceland. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you soon. Maybe Nick and I will do a live stream later today or tomorrow, and I hope you'll show up. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Italy. That's where I want to live. See you on the next Reaction Therapy.